I guess we're going to be able to expect a lot of fun elements like that in the next game. So, Monster Hunter Rise is the latest game in the Monster Hunter series. Could you tell us what it's about? So our main focus on Monster Hunter Rise is making use of the portability of the Nintendo Switch, which allows you to pick up and play the game at any time. This game's about being able to play wherever you want, whenever you want, with anyone you want. So, as we also explained during the announcement footage the other day, the Rise in the title refers to the freedom of movement the player has, which allows you to jump and climb around the environments as much as you want. We wanted to instill the title with kind of a sense of excitement to players across the world while they're exploring the game. We hope that players really enjoy that sort of stuff. So, Ichinose and I will tell you what kind of game Monster Hunter Rise is going to be and what kind of features it's going to have. So let's start with the most important aspect, the new player actions. This game has all these kind of really exciting movement-based actions that are in the game. So the game allows you to scale cliffs and like kind of elevated platforms, and to use the wire bug to do all sorts of really interesting things, like move across, to run across walls and everything. So here's going to be a video showing the wire bug. So this is some more actions that uses the wire bug to traverse the environment. This lets you do all sorts of really interesting things, like scaling steep cliffs and to reach high places, moving very quickly. It also can be combined with your weapon for a variety of spectacular attacks, creating a completely fresh hunting experience. So you can use the wire bug to do actions like wall running, to overcome obstacles like they're nothing, and to bring kind of an exciting new dynamic to the combat as well. As you can see, there's cool combo attacks you can use to make a much more fun experience. So the wire bug lets you traverse and kind of give you a lot more mobility in the game, right? And so we really hope that people are excited to see more information about this. So we are talking a little bit about the there's a new area in the game as well, sort of a central kind of place that you guys base off. And so after your quest, you'll head back over there. So we're going to talk about, in the trailer, we showed off a new locale called the Shrine Ruins. We'll be able to show you some more live gameplay of this area during Capcom TGS Live 2020 on September 2020, if that's tomorrow. We're going to have some, actually, gameplay footage. We're going to be playing it on the stream for you, so definitely put that down on your agenda so you can listen to more. You'll be able to hear a lot more about that. So definitely make sure to catch the stream on September 26th. Man, there's so much more stuff that you've added to this game. Next, we'd like you to tell us a little bit more about the new buddy, the K9. So you can watch this, see it in this new video. So this is a new type of buddy called the K9. They actively coordinate attacks with the player, and you can even ride on their backs to move around and do all sorts of other. So they're very invaluable allies in combat. So while riding a K9, your hunter's stamina doesn't really decrease. So you're able to run across each area to your heart's content. It gives you a lot more mobility So while you're riding a canine also, you can use some items and perform some items, like you can recover your health and things like that. So Monster Hunter is a multiplayer game, but in single player, you're able to bring up to 2 buddies along on your quests, kind of any combination that you want. So you can like have a canine and one other thing as well. So and they can be 2 of the same type as well. So it can be 2 canines. It can be a canine and like a paladin or something like that. So if you like dogs, you can definitely go with the dog version. If you like cats, you can go with the cat version. So in single player, you can bring 2 with you, but in multiplayer, each hunter only gets to bring 1 buddy with them. So you can kind of like pick the one that really fits you. So I'm really excited to see how these buddies will kind of affect the gameplay. But now, of course, we can't talk about Monster Hunter without mentioning the monsters. Do you have any new monsters in store for us? Can you tell us about them? So Monster Hunter Rise has lots of new monsters. So in the trailer we showed off a few of them, including the new flagship monster Magnamalo, which you'll see here. So we can't give you all the information about Magnamalo yet. Let me just show you this picture. It's still a long way into the release, so So we'll give you more information as we go, but for right now, we'd like you all to know that it's a fearsome, fanged with vern, with a strong air of menace about it. It's really scary. It's got some very unique modes of movement, so sorry, you're going to have to wait for more information about that, but we hope everybody will look forward to finding out more about this really cool monster. Next up, we have Aknosum, a kind of very peculiar looking bird wyvern that looks kind of like a parasol. Whoa. It's fiercely territorial, however, and once it detects any intruders, it spreads its wings, trying to intimidate its prey by expanding kind of a crest within that has an eyeball-like pattern on it. So next up, so this one is called the Great Izuchi. It is a bird wyvern that kind of attacks with its tail, which has evolved into a very unique shape, this sort of scythe-like shape. So the Great Izuchi forms packs with others like it, with other smaller Izuchi, and it tends to patrol its territory with some elite members of its pack by its side. So once they spot their prey, they'll attack in unison. So you have to kind of stay on your toes and be aware of the entire pack when they're coming to attack you. Next, we have this very unique monster called Tetranodon, who's an amphibious monster that's... He's a bit of a hefty chunk. He's extremely gluttonous, and it'll swallow anything that moves, including the ground that it's standing on. So once it's done eating, its stomach will swell and it kind of gets slower, but then its attacks also become heavier and more destructive. So we have definitely several more monsters to talk about. And we also have a lot of monsters that you know and love from the Monster Hunter series. And they will all be in Monster Hunter Rise, but we can't talk about them just now, so please keep an eye out for more information. So we talked a little bit about the the new base that you start off in Monster Hunter Rise. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? So the base of your new hunting life is called Kamura Village, which is a very Japanese-looking village, right? It's got all the conveniences you need, like a smithy facilities and other really interesting buildings to explore. There's also a lot of colorful characters in this village who will be supporting the hunters as they explore this world. So the trailer also made something called the Rampage. It's really important to the story, so we can't quite reveal anything about that just yet. But this is a completely new gameplay element that we're working on, so please look forward to more information in the future. So we've talked a lot, and we showed you this new PV as well. But that's about all we can talk about today, though we do have a slightly different trailer that we've made just for this occasion. Oh, sorry, you showed a slightly different trailer just for this occasion, so could you tell us a little bit more about the new scenes you added? So, firstly, we showed off some new actions for the lance, the hammer, the light bowgun, and the longsword. And we also showed some cool new actions that use the wire bug. There are also some really interesting new aerial attacks using large barrel bombs. So, we also have new actions and new abilities for the palicos and a guarding parasol, I think, for a canine. There was even a glimpse of a small monster with a very unique kind of face that you'll run into the shrine ruins. Kind of like a tanuki, a raccoon dog. We also showed kind of like a bug-like monster as well. But we'll tell you more about those at a later date. Wow, I mean, it sounds like there's a lot more really cool information to be waiting for, so we'll keep an eye out for it. So, as I mentioned before, we will premiere some live gameplay at Capcom TGS Live 2020 on September 26th at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we hope you tune in again tomorrow. I think we have just some of that information on the screen. So now that we know a little bit more about the game itself, can you tell us what we should expect at launch? Well, first off, Monster Hunter Rise's release date will be Friday, March 26th, 2021. It will be released simultaneously worldwide. We will, of course, have both a physical version and a digital version, so you can pick whichever you like. We also have a version of Monster Hunter Rise called Deluxe Edition that has a bundle of recommended DLC, including the Kamurai Layered Armor set. For more information about this, please visit our official website. Are there any bonus things that we can accept? A pre-order bonus that we can think of? So, he commented how cute those guys look at. So, we don't have that many of these. Supply will be limited. But all versions will include a palamute and a palaku, and some special layered armor. So your palamute will get a retriever costume layered armor, and your palaku will get a forest cat layered out. And God, look how delightfully cute that is. So we also have 3 Monster Hunter Rise amiibos that will be released on the same as the game. Magnamala, a palamute, and a palaco. These amiibo unlock special layered armors in the game, so we hope you check them out. And last but not least, we did mention Monster Hunter Stories 2 the other week as well, so we have some cool crossover content for that as well, so look forward to more information on that at a later date. So pre-orders for the digital version have already gone live, and pre-orders for the physical version started today, September 25th. So please consider pre-ordering. We'd very much appreciate it. So everything we talked about today will be put up on the official website as well. So please don't forget to check that for more information. So I think that about finishes everything for today. Monster Hunter Rise comes out on March 26, 2021. Are there any final words you have for our viewers about this game? So, since Monster Hunter Rise was announced the other day, we've received a lot of positive fan feedback, which has made us really happy. Thank you very much. So we are currently working hard on completing this completely new hunting experience. So please look forward to it and to more information about our game. So we'll keep bringing you the latest info on Monster Hunter Rise in the future, but we will definitely have a lot more to talk about before March 2021. So we've only revealed a tiny bit of information thus far, so we hope you look forward to finding about all the more information we have coming up. Also, please make sure to follow the official line and Twitter and other SNS accounts for Monster Hunter. We will continue to add more information as time goes on. So that's all from Mr. Ichinose. Thank you very much for joining us today. So there are probably going to be some viewers who are like, oh man, those buddies are too cute to ride. So next, Mr. Shijimoto is going to share some more information on Monster Hunter Stories 2 with us. So at the same time as Monster Hunter Rise, we released some we announced Monster Hunter Stories 2. So I have some more details for you, but please take a look at the trailer.
Ledoの魂を感じる。この子がレドの絆石とレウスの卵を託されたのは運命なのかもしれん。
よかった。生きていてくれて。もう会えないと思っていたから。行くぞ、レンス。
レドの魂。この子がレドの絆石とレウスの
ちょっとハラハラドキドキだけど大丈夫なのかもしれん。
please check a look at the thing in the palm of his hand. This is called a kinship stone, and it's used by riders to deepen their bond with monsters. So the bonded monsters are called monsties. So you can ride them, of course, but it's said that there are monsties with other hidden abilities as well, and you can kind of collect and find them as you go. So this is Red's partner, a Rathalos monster. So Red and his Wrath are key to the story, and they're some of the first to notice that the world has changed, or is changing. And the protagonist is Red's grandchild. The protagonist is also a monster hunter like Red, but they're only a beginner. They may be a rider, but they use similar weapons to hunters and can fight monsters. You'll be able to customize their their details, so you can change their name and customize their appearance and do all sorts of interesting things like that. So this hasn't been announced yet, the next thing we're talking about. But these are all different things that your characters look like. These are all characters that you can design. So I'd also like to tell you about the weapons in the game. In addition to the great sword, the hammer, and the sword and shield, we plan to add 2 more weapons from the Monster Hunter series. So now I'd like to introduce you to another character. So this girl is a Wavarian named Enna. So in the Monster Hunter universe, there is a race that's different from humans called the Wavarians. Some of their unique traits is their exceptionally long lifespans. So she is one of those. So right now you're probably wondering why has this girl Enna been entrusted with an egg by Ratha, but we can't reveal that yet, obviously. Meeting her is the event that kind of sets the... So meeting her is the event that kind of sets the protagonist's adventure in motion. And meeting her is sort of the key that sort of sets your adventure and sets you on your quest to find the Wings of Ruin. So I'm really excited to see what sort of story is waiting for us. So can you tell us a little bit more about this? The game release. So the game release is going to be in summer of 2021. So we're developing it to be a game that not just Monster Hunter fans, but all RPG fans can enjoy. Also, as I said earlier, some aspects of the game tie into Monster Hunter Rise, so some things in Monster Hunter Rise will tie into Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin, so please look forward to more information on that. Wow, look, I think that's all the time we have today. We'll be updating all this information on the official website, so you can check there for more information. So do you have anything to say to the viewers in closing, Mr. Tsujimoto? So today we introduced 2 games, Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin. So we're putting out updates via the official website, as well as on our Twitter and other official SNS accounts. So please, don't forget to keep an eye on those. Also at Capcom TGS Live 2020 tomorrow, we will also have more information for you as well, including a live, we will be playing the game for you live as well. So thank you, I hope everyone's excited for Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin. I'm Mr. Tsujimoto, thank you for your presentation. So, and that is all of the titles that we're introducing today. But we do have a number of special announcements from Capcom. So a huge sale lineup of Capcom titles are now up to 86% off. Several Resident Evil titles, including Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 7, and others, are currently on sale. For players who haven't played Resident Evil 7 yet, now is the chance to play before Resident Evil Village arrives. Also, Monster Hunter, I believe Generations Ultimate on Nintendo Switch is now on sale. How about picking up to play with friends while looking forward to the arrival of Monster Hunter Rise? We also have other really fun old titles as well, such as Okami from our older past titles. So please keep an eye out for more information on them. Now, next up, we have some information on the Capcom TGS Live 22 live stream. It starts at 9 p.m. From 12 p.m. for just 2 days on September 26th and September 27th. You can tune in for additional info on the three titles to feature today, along with the Devil May Cry Special Edition and Announcer's Street Fighter V Champion Edition. Now, lastly, we have, after the end of the stream today, we have the Street Fighter League Pro JP 2020 tournament first leg, which will be starting on Esports X at 11 p.m. Japan Standard Time today. Topped up with international top players such as the legendary player Umehara and the Todai graduate Tokido. The strongest players will gather to form a dream team with their set on joining the league. Don't miss all of this really awesome stuff. Wow, that was such a really packed broadcast we had today. We hope everybody really enjoyed it, and that brings an end to our program tonight. For everybody watching today, thank you very much. Goodbye, and we hope to see you again tomorrow.
いたしました。引き続きこの後23時よりマウスコンピューターの番組が始まります。東京ゲームショウ2020オンライン引き続きお楽しみください。